Hi, welcome to another episode of Subcultured TV. Can you guess what Goku and Vegeta have in common? Chris thinks they're both the main character. Hey there, guys. My name's Tyler.
I'm Jess.
I'm Chris.
And again, we're going to be talking about who our favorite main characters are.
It depends on can I choose a point in time or does it have to be overall?
It has to be overall
yeah,
because
overall.
that's who they are as a person.
Who has withstood the test of time?
Like I love Naruto, but I don't love Naruto in Boruto, so he wouldn't
Boruto
cut
doesn't
it.
exist. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's not called, well, it is called Boruto, Naruto Next Generations.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So if I have to get it as like an overall, I don't think he would cut it.
Yeah.
Like he just sucks in Boruto.
Yeah, I don't know. I also don't think Naruto is like number one guy. Because if you're gonna go with someone who's like Naruto, then like a better version of Naruto is
Rock Lee?
Shinra. Well,
Oh,
no, I'm talking about main characters.
Oh.
You know, like they have to be the
Shinra
main
from Fire
character.
Force.
Shinra from
Yeah.
Fire Force has all the qualities of like Naruto and wanting to save like people, except he never changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
And he cares for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes in Boruto, Naruto has, not cared for some people in his son.
It's just like weird. Like Naruto and Boruto, they just really put as an afterthought. And it's just a shame. Like the best part of Boruto so far has really been when Kurama like sacrificed himself.
Yeah, that was actually
And that
really
was
No
like a scene-
way. It
No,
was
'cause it was
when
great.
Sasuke's strong will brought his arm
No,
back.
no, no, no.
That was
Oh my
the
God.
best scene.
No, but in all
that
reality,
moved me.
but in all reality, that like brought back the character that was Naruto.
Yeah, in that moment. Yeah.
So like we got to see Naruto and who he was in like that moment and like a few others, but like really for the most part, they make him very indifferent.
So then, since you're putting Shinra, or like comparable to like Naruto but better, right?
Yeah.
Would you also put Asta in that same category then?
No. I think the thing about Asta is like Shinra is actually smart. And I feel like Asta is so loving because he's kind of like a dumb person. But
That's fair.
realistically, like Shinra would save like absolutely everyone if he could. You know what I mean? I think like he would even save the evangelists if he could. And I'm not quite sure that Asta's able to even go that far.
I mean, I don't know. He went pretty. I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, because he saved Mars.
That's it.
Yeah,
But
you
that's what I'm
know?
saying. Like that's it. Like Naruto and Shinra
Yeah.
save people that they go up against.
Yeah.
Or like have that ability to change people's minds. And I don't think Asta really has that. Asta only has that, like, Asta has the power to change people's minds, but realistically, I don't think he has the same like leadership either as those two.
That's fair. How old is Asta supposed to be?
At the
16?
beginning,
Oh.
17, I think.
Okay.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
But what
17,
about like
17.
now with like his buff muscles?
It's been at least a couple years, I would
think
say.
it's been like a 3-year time skip.
Okay.
Okay, so like 20?
No, 3-year time skip from when he like, I don't know. You think he's 20 right now?
And the manga,
Okay.
I forget where the anime leaves off.
Okay.
Wait,
I
oh,
was
the
gonna say,
anime
like,
left.
if he's super young, that could be why he lacks a little bit of leadership. Because, I mean, Shinra, he like graduated. I think he's supposed to be older. I don't think he's supposed to be a teenager. And like, same with, well, Naruto was kind of forced to grow up quickly.
Yeah.
Well, so someone from that same era with like Naruto that I would actually probably put up there, and it's not Luffy. I just want to make that very clear. At least not for me.
It's Chi Chi, the dog that we got so much backstory about. He must be the
No.
main character.
Yeah. No, but I know because you guys haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho, right?
No.
Well, say like for me would be Yusuke.
Mm.
You know, he's probably my favorite MCs out of all MCs.
Not Hakusho.
Not Hakusho. It's just because it's kind of like what you said. He has the power to save everybody, and he legitimately does, minus like 2 people, and that's just because they were like beyond redemption,
Mm.
right? And he had like to the point where he had the power to like take over the entire demon realm, but chose not to.
Yeah.
Instead, he chose to go back to be a his normal life, to go be with the girl that he loved.
Oh, so that what you just said reminds me of. I know this is a new show. I know we don't have enough to declare, like to normally declare this person like a best main character. But how could we not say Helck is one of the best main characters of all time?
Oh
Yeah.
Helck is great.
Especially because was that season 2 or just a continuation of season 1?
Just a
That was
continuation,
just a continuation of season 1.
Yeah.
In one season, they like
Yeah.
solidified him that hard for me.
Yeah,
And-
he's so great.
You know what?
Yeah.
And Helck is like one of those shows that like, if you don't watch it fully, like the full first episode, like I almost didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is kind of a mid show.
Yeah.
And there was like the last 30 seconds that it was.
Where you're like, oh, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it just gets better every episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do hit like a small little like lull when they're on the
On the island. Yeah.
but like it's for a reason.
Yep.
It's not just like for like a break or like something like that.
It's to build a story more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you feel it,
Yeah.
especially once they leave the island.
Yes. Like what happens afterwards. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I actually would Helck. Wow, Helck is a really, really, really great MC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Shadow from
Oh, Shadow.
Eminence and
Shadow from Eminence.
He's
What do
the
you mean?
best.
Do you mean Shadow?
You mean-
do you mean Sid or do you mean John Smith?
I think you mean Lord Shadow. Okay.
Lord Shadow.
Like, oh, how great is he? I love every like side of him. Like when he's like serious, but then on the inside he's not taking it
Yeah.
seriously at all. Or like when he pretends to be like someone stupid and try to be like a background character. Like, gosh, I don't even know if he realizes he's funny. You think he thinks he's like really serious?
No.
No.
I think I think it depends on his like character that he's playing at the time.
Yeah.
Because when he's just, I think he takes himself more seriously when he's the background character
Yeah.
than he does as
He
when he's,
tries
like-
more.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
tries. Yeah, he tries
Yeah.
significantly more. Even though John Smith was definitely
The
my-
best.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
The
my favorite.
strings. Oh, that was so cool.
I'm just glad we got to see that he is capable of using like his martial arts in different ways.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's not just like I'm just gonna do all reverse atomic or use my sword skills.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even like the whole like rope or string magic that he had, that wasn't something that we had seen a lot of
so
before.
is this still considered an isekai?
I don't
Ooh.
know. The ending
Yeah.
is like so nuts of season 1.
It's an isekai
was
and
that,
a
season
reverse isekai.
That was season 2.
okay.
Yeah. And you know what? And people said season 2 wasn't as good as season 1. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh
no.
my
And I'm like, season 2
gosh.
started slower, sure, comparatively. But like, I like season 2 better than season 1. And I love season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So
my gosh.
good.
I thought
I try not to spoil anything, but it's,
Alpha really putting herself completely out there this season.
Yes.
And many times, not just like when she lost to John Smith, but also like in order to like try to get the alone time with him.
brother, I love how they explain how economics works better than I ever learned in school.
Yeah. Like supply and demand is like such an easy concept that is always like so overcomplicated or like underexplained.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And they did it just right.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I loved it when do you remember when they're in the carriage? It's John Smith and the Fox lady, and that's the first time you see him questioning something to someone and having like kind of tricking them into thinking that he's the smart one
Yeah.
outside of the shadow garden.
Yeah.
Like it was so good. Like
That Fox lady was such a cool character. too,
Yeah.
in season 2.
I
She's
kind
a
of
hottie.
felt bad for the wolf guy at a certain point.
What?
Why? Just because he
'Cause-
got bodied?
Well, the whole backstory is that pretty much he got bodied by Shadow when Shadow was young, and that like traumatized him to the point where like he kind of went crazy for power, right?
Yeah, but isn't that only because he was trying to steal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If you can't do the time, don't
I
do
think
the
he
crime.
like also massacred like his whole like family. Like yes, they were criminals, but like
But the problem was that he was literally trafficking these
Was
people.
he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was the bandits.
I
yeah.
thought he was just stealing.
No.
He was trafficking children.
So remember all that money that he found? He also found the trafficked like children through those cargos as well that he used to raid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jonathan, could you please fact check and like
You don't have to fact check it.
fact check
I
it?
am
and
the fact checking here.
I've never been wrong. This could be a first, but I'm ready.
Different circumstances, I guess.
If you could just like write up here, like, oh, who was right? Like, what were they guilty of?
Team
That'd be
boys or
great.
team girl?
Yeah.
The boys.
Boys rule.
Oh my god.
But no, I agree. I think, man, power is for sure. So I have a question before we go forward.
Mm.
Who is your favorite female character in that show?
And-
Mine
and-
has changed.
Alpha.
Yeah, it's always been alpha.
Mine has
it
changed.
should always be
Yeah.
Alpha.
Mine has changed.
Wait,
Delta.
wait, because you had two before. Your top two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Princess.
It's none of them.
His top
What?
two used to be Princess Oriana and Delta. Oh no, Epsilon.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Is the Witch of Calamity.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
And who's the other one, or is it just the?
It's just the Witch
okay.
of Calamity.
Mm.
That was so nuts when she was able to like copy like Power's spell just by seeing it. And the only reason she couldn't execute it was because her body was too weak that she was taking over.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's
come on,
nuts.
Alpha's hot.
So was the witch.
But
She's also an elf baddie.
but alpha's better.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
It's okay.
Here's a hot take for you. In terms of like female main characters, I actually is a huge fan of Rukia from Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am a huge
is she the main
fan.
character?
No.
She's like the main part of the main
No,
cast.
no. This is Vegeta. I'm vetoing this because this is Vegeta.
But we don't have a lot of animes with like a ton of like female characters.
Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah, I mean one episode is out so far, so hard.
Wait,
to
no. You're thinking of Ninja Kama.
Oh,
But that's not a female character. But Samurai Champloo is an older anime.
right. Yep, I remember.
Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill. A comic got killed.
Yeah, comic got killed.
Kind of. Like
It's
it's
na-
a half and half.
It's her name.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I also have to look around.
My
at
dress
some-
up darling.
Your.
Oh, I do love. Is her name Mari?
Marin.
Yeah.
Marin, yeah, from My Dress Up Darling. She's such a sweetie. Such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Oh, Burn the Witch. That's why I like Burn the Witch more than Bleach. Once again, I'm an anime feminist. Put it up in your eyes
Oh
and big
my
bright
gosh.
neon lights.
Oh my gosh.
goodness.
Yeah, what can I say?
She's like main character.
No. Vegeta's then a main character, and we don't want to have this conversation later on.
I know we don't, but please.
Well, I mean, can you watch Bleach though? So like Ichigo, would you put Ichigo on that list?
Ichigo's great in that he is, out of all the main characters, the most level-headed, the like very like genuinely kind and like strong, independent guy. Like he's an adult. Like you can
Yeah.
trust him. Whereas a lot of the main characters these days, they're like younger kids. So it's kind of like, I trust that you'll do great things, but it's not like I trust you with my life kind of thing.
That's fair.
Um,
So would you guys put like Light up there? Light Yagami? Because he was very much an adult.
wow.
I'm not saying he's a good person,
But he is
but
the main
he is
character.
a great main character.
I actually love Elle, and I would argue Elle is a main character.
I mean,
It's literally just a story of him and him. Like
It's
there
a-
is
well-
no story of Light without Elle.
I
Like,
mean, that's like Vegeta.
holy moly. Holy moly.
There is no
way.
Goku without
No way.
Vegeta.
No way. No, the main characters
Because
are for sure
Vegeta
both
spared
of them.
him.
That's so ridiculous to think that like Light is the only main character of that show.
That's a hard one.
I'll stand by it.
I mean, I don't know, because L wasn't even the one that caught him.
I mean, I mean,
Kind of was. He like
I
set it
will
up.
give it to you that after L died, the show kind of like dropped.
Yeah.
So I mean,
There was no future after L. And
know?
there was no future before L.
I don't know. I think it was pretty good before L.
No, because he would have run rampant. No one would have caught it at the end. Like, there was no story.
The world would have had peace.
There was no story without L. See, like, he makes the story. So he is a main character.
But then
and I love
you
L.
could also make the counter argument. The only reason why Light had to, like, you know, unalive all those people, like the FBI agents and everything, is because of L.
It was, but that made the story. My argument is just that he's part of the main cast.
Or is he a
Here's my
villain?
thing. Without L, and like let's say you insert any other like detective like that would try to go into it, Light is still the main character. Without Light, there is no notebook. There's no anything. There's no story to be had. L is not a main character here.
They're both main characters.
I get where you're coming from, but I don't want to have the Vegeta conversation down the line.
No, because you can have Goku without Vegeta.
No, you can't.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, no, you legitimately
Oh
could
my
not.
goodness.
Because if it wasn't for Vegeta, Goku wouldn't have had all those power ups to go against Frieza, which would have
You're
meant that he
right.
would have
I'm
lost.
sorry. Who? L who? L who?
The only L's are the ones that we just took because of the door you unlocked.
You know? Some would say
On to another subject before Chris keeps talking about Vegeta. Ash Ketchum. My boy is a savage. My boy gets every girl that he talks to.
Every girl.
Brock wishes he could be him. He has a Charizard. We all wish we had a Charizard.
True.
and a Dragonite.
That's-
And he made our childhood. Let's be honest. I think Ash
that's
Ketchum
true.
has to be like.
He is great.
Like Yugi is a punk bitch, so
He
I don't.
is. He is. Why did we
Well,
never talk about that?
because
Yugi?
because Yami is not
Yeah.
is not the main character. Yugi is, because Yugi has more screen time than Yami.
Does he?
I think so.
I mean, between the duels, you really think that?
Oh, that's
also,
true.
it's hard to take Yugi seriously or Yami seriously when he has like that spiky big hair behind him and a tiny little body and a big head.
I'm
he
just-
looks like a Bratz
I'm
doll.
just saying, he
looks like a brat.
you see how many mind crushed people he's done?
like it's really hard for me to like take him seriously and be like scared in certain parts.
Because if we're gonna talk about that, then the one that is better, the only one from our childhood that is better than Ash, is Tai from
Oh, from Beyblade?
Digimon.
No. Oh, wait. Ty.
He's a good
Yeah.
guy. He's a good guy.
I don't remember Digimon very much. Like I
Yeah.
was so young.
You know,
I used to love it.
I actually prefer Digimon over Pokemon.
I agree.
I used to have Digimon cards. No
Did-
one else did. That's why.
you?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever
Really?
watch Monster Rancher?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's the one I haven't watched.
Yeah, we
But
just
I
watched
did
that show.
But I did play Pokemon Ranger, which is like, have you ever played Pokemon Ranger on the
We get it.
DS?
Jesse couldn't catch
No.
the Charizard.
Oh my gosh, hold up. You get this like, so you know how the DS has like the little stylus?
Yeah.
You have to like do loops around the Pokemon a certain amount of times before their attacks hit it in order to catch it. And the Charizard, you had to loop it like 200 times, but it was like shooting out fireballs every 2 seconds. And to this day, I haven't been able to beat it, and it really bothers
You say
me.
to this day as if you're trying
I
every
know.
time when we sit down for dinner.
You know, so I do have a question. So you guys both had Game Boy Colors back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So when you caught Pokemon, or when you threw a Pokeball, did you try to press A or B?
Yes,
as
yes,
quickly-
yes,
Does
yes.
that actually work?
I don't know.
Or is that just a thing that we all did instinctively?
I think it was a thing that we were all lied to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
because
quite sure that it actually does anything.
I don't think it would do anything. That would be hard to code. I don't see them
Yeah.
like putting in the
because
effort
I
to
would
that.
100% admit when Pokemon Go first came out, and I tapped my screen to try to.
no.
Oh no! For me, it was all about like trying to put a spin on it,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in bowling.
So
Did that even matter?
yeah,
Yeah,
actually it increases your
yeah.
chances of
Oh,
catching
really?
it,
Yeah,
and it gives you
crazy,
extra
right?
points for
Mhm.
experience.
I know,
It-
crazy.
Just like the ring
Yeah.
that tells you like whatever. So the smaller that you get it, and so like what was it, good, great, excellent,
Yeah.
whatever. The smaller you got it for advanced, it increases your chances by I forget how much of a percent, and you get an excess amount of like experience points. Pokemon Go, dude. That was a good time. The good 6 months.
I would like walk around in the park playing Pokemon Go like a loser. I was a loser.
You know, I actually met somebody that lost 100 pounds thanks to Pokemon Go.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah.
I
You
did
said
not.
it was Jonathan. No, not Jonathan, right?
No, it was just some random guy.
No, my cousin Jonathan was the one that played Pokemon Go while he was trying to lose weight.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Did he do it?
Well, he had a back injury
Oh.
afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
know,
But
Well, so like with Pokemon Go was big too. I went into graveyards because that's where like at
oh,
night.
you could get the ghost Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
that's messed up.
So I used to get-
wow.
Pokemon was trying to get people like
locked up.
not even locked up. Like they were trying to get people killed.
Yeah.
Bro, like I drove all the way out to the La Brea tar pits just for because it was a Charmander farm.
Okay.
So I wanted a Charizard, so I caught like I don't know like 70 of them. So
70.
yeah,
Wow.
so I can get all the.
And
all the
where were your
candies.
kids during this time?
I didn't have any yet.
Oh,
This was a while ago.
Yeah.
wow. Was it that long ago?
2014.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 2014.
Yeah.
It had to have
End
been
of 2014,
2015.
Yeah.
2015.
No, really.
Erin was pregnant still.
And you were just out at the La Brea tar pit.
She wasn't gonna help him catch any ghosts, was she? Sheesh.
Your wife is pregnant with your first child, and you're looking at the La Brea tar pit.
Hey,
Did you
listen.
70 Charmander.
Listen, she was like, you know what? At least he's there and not at a strip club.
And at a graveyard
That's
at
like the bare
night.
minimum.
Yeah. That's such a bare minimum standard you've set.
It works.
Works for who?
Dude, it's just like when Dragonite dropped. I remember me and my friends drove out to Santa Monica, and I guess however the drops work, the location was like out in the middle of the ocean. They messed up, so it was supposed to be at the end of the pier.
So you guys took a boat?
No, so the only way to get there, you had to like run halfway to the beach, kind of like where the sandbar is, and dude, like that pier was so packed. All of a sudden, you see people running to like the sandbar to try to get the
No way.
yeah, because it was bad.
What the heck?
That would get people killed for sure. Trampled
Oh yeah.
and drowned.
Yep, I 100% was
Yikes.
one of those people that ran to the Dragonite.
Yikes.
It's okay. You know, we were all young once. I was
I'm still young.
yeah.
Yeah, don't let me in with you.
I haven't hit 30 yet. I'm still young.
Yeah.
Well, you'll understand one day. One day soon.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good Pokemon Go rant.
Yeah.
You know what movie I watched recently? Kiki's Delivery Service. And I really like Kiki.
Yeah.
What about the delivery service? I haven't seen it.
We're talking about main characters.
Yeah.
It's about like a little girl. She's like a witch, and when you turn a certain age, you have to kind of leave and fend for yourself for like a year as a experience or internship or something like
No,
that.
that's just what happens. Witches go.
Yeah. Oh, they settle in
They
different
just
cities.
settle in
Yeah.
different cities, and that's where they are.
And so she settles in this like city, and like she basically runs a delivery service, but it's just kind of like about like growing up. It's a really, really cute movie.
It
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a Ghibli film?
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
So where would you rank it?
Where
Yeah.
or what?
Where? In your top 10, top 5?
3.
Top 3.
Top
Top
three.
three.
What? Like Ghibli,
Ghibli
films?
Yeah.
films, yeah.
I don't have top 10 Ghibli films.
Yeah.
I've watched like a total of 10 Ghibli films.
So technically you do have a top 10.
Yeah, but that's it. But like, yeah.
So where would you put that?
Kiki's
Yeah.
top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah. In this order, it's Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, and I think Howl's only because the animation is better. But Princess Mononoke, the animation, I don't care. It still holds up for me.
You know, and it's so crazy because wasn't that in the 90s?
98, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it holds up so well.
It's
Still.
really good.
They did like a stupidly good job on that
Yeah.
film.
Can I have a controversial take here?
On
My Neighbor Totoro is dog shit.
Oh.
Stop.
I watched it for the first time the other day. Okay, I shouldn't say it's like completely dog shit. I just think, one, if you never watched or never saw anything about like Totoro, like you would think like, oh, okay, like I don't know what this movie is, and you'd be like, okay, I understand it's about like a dad trying to raise his kids, like while the mother's in the hospital. And maybe I would have enjoyed it more, but the fact that like everything about the movie My Neighbor Totoro that's sold is literally just Totoro, you would think, and especially because it's named Totoro, and there's a song in the beginning that's just them saying Totoro's name, like you would think that he would be a bigger part of the movie, but he doesn't come in for the first like hour.
hour?
Yeah, not even joking.
So like
No,
half
40
through,
minutes. 40 minutes.
40 minutes is still a long time.
so that's
Yeah.
still like halfway through the film.
And then you
right?
see him
Yeah.
for like
A brief moment.
a brief moment before you don't see him for another 15 minutes. And then after the 15-minute moment, you only see him for like 5 minutes. And then you don't see him for the rest of the show until the very end. And like the last 20 minutes of the movie is like the only good part of the movie, in my opinion. But I will say this, the dad is like the greatest dad of all time in that movie.
Oh yeah, MVP.
MVP
Really?
dad.
Yeah, like,
the mom's great too, but
You
like
watch that movie,
she's
you're
sick.
like, I wish every dad was like this. That is like
Yeah.
superstar dad. The mom is also great, like
yeah,
you said,
but she's like sick, so you don't really get to see her do as
Yeah.
much. Like the dad really does so much for them.
So now that I've watched it, because I had never watched it before, like recently, I like it better now that I've had some time to think about it. But yeah, the first 40 minutes, I like had to like pause because I thought I was on the wrong movie.
Yeah, it's
I had no idea that like it's not really about Totoro. It's really about
the dad.
these girls and they're growing up and like dealing with like a mom in the hospital and like the dad's journey with
they
that.
should have called it Life with Tuberculosis Mom. And like it would
Oh,
have been a more
is that what he
appropriate.
had? Or she
The-
had?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's sad.
Well,
I mean, she was getting better.
she was fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so she lived?
Well, assumably.
And it's like really
Assumably.
confusing because like every Studio Ghibli movie has these like things where it's like, oh, did it really happen?
yeah.
Or
was it a dream?
Or was it a dream? But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because like
Cat
You
bus. That's all you need to
could-
know.
like because it's like the little kids that always see these like mythical creatures, right?
Right.
The parents never see them, so you kind of like could believe that it's all in their imagination and they're just like imagining these things, right? Because there's no proof of them.
Right.
And until the end, and then you're like, oh, they for sure exist because they like took them on a cat bus.
I like to think it's like the Polar
Like-
Express. Like
The
you can
Polar
see the cat bus until the bell stops tolling for you.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. I like it better now, like I said, but in the moment I was really confused.
So where'd you rank that in your Ghibli film list?
Like 5,
5
top 5. Yeah.
for you too?
No, I told you I'd rank it right above Ponyo.
And you hate Ponyo.
Yeah, Ponyo's at the bottom of my list.
I
Dang.
also do not like Ponyo. I did not understand Ponyo. I feel like I need to rewatch it 8 more times to understand what they were trying to say.
I think Ponyo's supposed to be like an environmental like
Pa-
piece, but it
was
made me want to
Ponyo?
like throw stuff into the water to hopefully kill Ponyo.
was Ponyo done by the son?
of Miyazaki?
Yeah.
I have no idea. If it was, he did.
Well, because I know his
His
son.
sons don't got it.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause I know his son did something, and his dad was like, "I'm coming back."
Is it the boy in the
Oh.
Heron? I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah,
No.
I heard it's like a lot more serious and
Well,
a lot less fantasy.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like about World War II events, about witnessing both bombs dropping.
Oof.
Yeah,
When you thought the first couldn't get any worse.
I know. Gotcha.
Man, it was like, what's messed up is they named the bombs.
What did they name him?
Fat Boy and Big Boy, I think, was, or one, I know one
No,
was the
with
Fat Boy.
That was the
One dropped
first
by the
one.
Enola Gay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think it was Little Boy.
Little Sebastian.
Little Boy. Yeah, and we bluffed saying that we had another. We did not have another.
Wow.
Hey, you gotta let the
Dark
world know,
turn.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I mean, I haven't watched it, but my clients tell me it's good. It's dark, but good.
Okay.
Isn't like Fireflies in the Grave of the Fireflies also about World War II and the bombings?
Think so.
And that was also by Miyazaki.
That's it.
I
Because
thought so.
how old is he?
I don't know. Hold up? Does anyone else think Miyazaki kind of looks like the Japanese Colonel Sanders?
Yes, I could see that.
Are you
Yes.
talking about the meme? Because someone made a meme about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, he does. He looks like
Wow.
he looks like him. Like not even joking.
Yeah, I could see that.
Do you think he's old enough?
To be Colonel Sanders?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh yeah.
to have seen the bombs dropping.
No,
Like if he was a kid.
no. My dad's not old enough, and he's not that old.
Mm.
He's like maybe 70. No, not even. He's in his 60s.
So it would have been like his dad.
It would have been his dad for sure.
Yeah.
But that still, I'm
Interesting.
sure, would have been traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure he probably heard a lot of stories just growing up during that time.
Sung Jin-woo.
Sung Jin-woo, L hero.
Sung Jin-woo.
Look,
W.
look.
No, because if we're gonna go with one
He
from a
is
webtoon,
now a hottie. I've been waiting.
okay, Chris,
I had enough of.
I want your opinion. Do you
Uh-huh.
do you like the character design of Sung Jin-woo now, or do you like it more before he got his power up?
Anime only,
Yes.
I'm assuming,
Yes.
because he looks different.
Yes.
Right. I like it. Wait, I liked him better after he got his power up. Like
Yes,
Really?
because
Like-
he's hot now.
because he's. I mean,
yeah, hot,
like his physique. Yeah.
hot.
Well, his physique's better, but I liked before he got all his buffs, only because like the way that his hair and face looked more original. Because now he just looks like every other anime character.
No, he looks like every other
They gave him like
character.
stock anime hair, and like stock anime face.
No, he's so much hotter.
I mean, he is, but I think
I mean, he looks
was more
He
original
looks
before.
like like he does in the manga or not in the webtoon.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
great.
So that's kind of hard for me to make that comparison.
okay.
Yeah.
But who do you think is better, Sung Jin-woo or Jin Mori?
Sung Jin-woo.
No way.
Because here's the thing.
No way.
The only reason why I'm saying that, like legitimately, is because we got nothing out of that anime.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
on something.
Where is my character
You guys got-
development?
you guys got
Where
nothing?
are my
Yeah.
fighting sequences? Where
They
is
had
my
fighting
tournament
sequences.
arc?
No, we missed all the one-to-ones.
Yes, you
yeah,
all
did.
of them.
it was
But you
so
still had great
good.
fights.
No.
But
you-
we missed some of my favorite fights though, and like those would have looked so boss.
And
Oh
now
my
where are we gonna go,
God.
right?
Yeah.
Like where are we gonna go
Well,
from
because-
here?
because-
We're
It's
gonna go
so
into
different.
we're gonna go into the next part.
Well,
The one next part, not from the manga. It's gonna be something completely original.
Well, because there's they blew through like 100 chapters or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but
Because he
they
didn't
skipped so many.
wait because when he awakened, right? I'm just like that didn't happen until like way later.
What'd you guys
you
do
know-
if in the anime they made that devil guy the good guy?
The devil guy.
Yeah, like they like keep him as the good guy.
Oh, the
Uh,
guy with the cross.
Oh,
What is his name?
I don't.
I
Remember.
know.
I don't
I'm so bad
remember.
with names, but
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
that'd be bad.
Oh, I actually am a big fan of Tower of God guy too.
No,
I am.
no,
As an MC,
Mhm.
no. Because for
He's
the
about- No.
first season, I know what happens. I know what you say happens. But for the first season, he's a little cuck boy.
He is, but no longer. Okay, just you wait. He is about to show us the glow up of a lifetime.
But this is an anime podcast, and we have to go based off of the anime. And right
Oh,
now, he's a little
So-
cuck boy that got.
would
that
you
got
say
what he
that
deserved.
Rachel is the best villain though?
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's right next to the dad that did the chimera to his daughter and dog.
Oh yeah, and Frieza.
Oh, brother.
And Vegeta.
No,
Chris,
what do you mean,
Chris,
Vegeta?
this is your chance to finally get
No.
Vegeta on the list.
no.
He was a villain.
Yeah, from Planet Salada.
What?
Planet is
He
actually
was.
Planet Vegeta.
Yeah.
No, Planet Solida was destroyed, and then they established Planet Vegeta. So it's
with King Vegeta.
so they
and
were
Prince
from Planet Solida,
This
So-
sounds like the parts in the Bible where it's like this man who was from here, who descended from this man.
from this lands. Yeah, no, I mean, Frieza is the worst villain, though. I mean, he's quite literally a racist. He calls Saiyans monkeys,
That's true.
and he hates them for that.
I
So-
mean, there's got to be worse villains. Shanks is a bad villain.
See, thank you. See, I got Tyler on my side.
The theory makes sense.
See,
I can't explain it well, but when it's explained to me, I'm like, I'm on board. But when I explain it to people, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But when I hear it again, I'm like, no, this guy's got something. And people are like, tell me what it was. And I'm like, so you see Shanks? He wasn't really nice to Luffy. And I'm like, well, no, but he did do things for him.
see, here's the thing. He's got to record it.
I
And then
believed
he'll be
Chris
like,
when he told me, but now I'm doubting you.
No.
I have that effect on this.
I'm gonna say the theory makes sense. Having Shanks be the villain.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I believe it. You know.
Okay.
But so if you have,
Iona Koji, another good main character.
oh,
I don't love him. I
How
love
do you
the
not love
story.
him?
I don't love him.
how do you not love him?
I don't know. I don't like his look.
But that's the point of him.
Oh, Jess, you wanted a strong female character, that main character that you believe in. Shiro and
Who?
Shiro from No Game No
Oh.
Life.
Oh yeah.
And
Love both of them. Both
See,
of them
those
were
are
great.
tandem MCs for
Yeah,
sure.
those are
Yeah.
for sure. Like,
Yeah.
They quite literally said themselves though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
no, she's so great. I love that series so much. I really wish they would come out with more seasons. Like people will watch. Please just give us another
Who
season.
animated the first season? Was that A1 Pictures?
It was.
Come on, A1.
They did a great job with the movie. That
Yeah.
movie is one of my favorite
Yes.
anime movies.
My
of all
only
time.
Yes.
thing I was complaining about, because I didn't know it was like a prequel / like
Oh, yeah.
in between. I thought it was like a continuation.
Oh, so you were
Oh.
confused.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
called Zero, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
but
should've
see,
known.
I didn't.
In
put
all
that
fairness,
together.
though, that was like called Zero before before it became cool to do a Zero.
Oh, like
all-
Jujutsu Kaisen
yeah,
Zero.
like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
We've had like a few other Zeros come out.
Wasn't there like in an alternate universe or like in year XXXX in the beginning of the movie?
I know in the beginning of the movie it said that.
Yeah.
So like, you should have gotten it from that.
She's
But-
got a point.
But no, but I thought they were doing like a recap thing. Like this is how 10 became 10, and then it.
You just
goes into-
assumed so much, huh?
You're like,
You
boy,
went.
you're like, boy, this intro
But-
is so long.
But we have to understand during that
You're
time,
theory
right?
crafting in your head,
Yeah,
like,
but,
oh,
like,
that's what's happening.
At the time,
You're
right,
not. You weren't wrong.
there was a lot of like recaps that happened during that time.
It was how Tet
Yeah.
became Tet.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, which is what I thought the first 10 minutes of the film were going to be, and then it was going to be continuation.
Wait. So
because-
you knew it was going to be about how Tet
No.
became Tet. You
Oh.
knew that Tet
Oh,
had
the-
brought them.
Hey, can you stop asking him questions?
Yeah, no, like I thought, no, like
adding up.
I only got that because it said that it was something in the beginning, like back when the gods ruled or whatever, like this happened,
Yeah.
right? So I thought it was gonna be like a 5-minute recap because it just kept going. Like, okay, it's a recap of like what's going on, how he became a thing, and then we're gonna get back into like the games and like maybe this is like Sora's second meeting with Tet.
Do you know my favorite thing, if you think about it, with that show? All of the races were named by the gods that created them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for one group that was named by Tet. Tet only got to name one group, and it was the Old Deus. He called all the old gods, pretty much.
That's funny
Like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But,
because he's the only god.
yeah, he calls himself the one true.
It's so funny because when Sora was saying, or when Tet was like, how'd you figure out that I wanted to play like 3D chess? Sora's like, it's not that hard to figure out. There's giant
Chess pieces.
chess pieces, and there's grids on this planet, and I'm here like, holy shit.
Not to mention, there's like a certain number of pieces because
like
of the races.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
13 races for 13 chess
It's
pieces.
one thing for us not to know because obviously we don't have all the details. But the old deuce should just look at it immediately and be like, just put 2 brain cells together? I don't know.
No, they're too dumb. They're too self-absorbed to think that that's what someone else like
But
him
like,
would do.
why did they think those chess pieces were there? They thought like Tet was just being like quirky.
Yeah.
Probably.
They just thought, oh, he's the god of games, so he wanted to include games.
Oh, gosh. I would be such a better villain than like any anime villain. Like, I would do no monologues, no giving them a second chance. No, like, I'm talking like once I think they're done, it's like 3 more just to be sure. Like, you know, like I just don't understand these elementary mistakes that people make all the time.
Yeah.
So what about Issei?
No.
Why not?
Issei?
He's from High School DxD.
Oh.
I'm saying you want someone that says everybody.
Because
I
of
mean-
power given to him.
It's not given to him. That's self-powered up, bro.
And it's so
he's just motivated, but you know, it's very specifically motivated.
You know who I liked a lot the second time around? Isagi. From Blue Lock.
Blue
Oh.
Lock.
What?
Yeah.
The
Why-
first time around, I
Yeah.
didn't care for him at all. And I was like, Nagi, Bachira, like, you know, goated, whatever. But the second time around, I don't know. Something about Isagi kind of did it for me.
What was it? The puzzles?
I don't think it was the puzzles. I think it was the fact that I could overlook the puzzles this time. The puzzle pieces falling into place.
And his
Mm.
direct shot.
I didn't mind his direct shot. Why?
No,
Are you upset that it's not realistic?
No,
I
first
mean,
of all, if
no.
you're gonna have a problem with stuff, you're gonna have a problem with what Nagi does.
Yeah.
yeah.
And like that
Perfectly
is-
balances things.
yeah, everything
Yeah.
else you could say could miraculously happen.
Yeah.
It miraculously
Right.
happen. But to stop a ball from even spinning just by your single touch of
Yeah.
your it's not even like your foot that's touching it, it's your cleat that's touching it. So like what skills does he have?
He's like doing like micro adjustments so fast to just like
Yeah.
do the roll. What do you not get?
I don't get it.
What is there to
His
not
cleats
get?
are just special. There's more friction at the top of his cleats.
It's actually glue.
To stop it completely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not on that one. But if I'm gonna go for a sports anime and say that someone's my favorite, then it's gonna be Kuroko.
Ooh, Kuroko's great.
Kuroko is better than Isagi
Yeah.
as a character.
Okay, that's fair. I love Kuroko.
I mean, he's also, he's kind of, I don't want to say your typical MC because he's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's not overpowered by any means, right? He's not necessarily someone that people look up to,
And he's not trying to save anyone.
but he's trying
Yeah.
to bring his close friends back together,
Yeah.
which is sweet.
When he gets to
Yeah.
play basketball with them on his birthday.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, like that stuff's really sweet.
My
Yeah.
other favorite main character, Kisei.
He's not a main character.
I was like, how is
That
he?
is your Vegeta. You gotta let it go.
Oh, you don't think he's the main character, even though he single-handedly destroyed the
No,
Jabberwocks
no,
by
no,
himself
no, no, no.
in the movie?
I have to cut you off.
I also
For your
I
own
can see the
good.
same thing with Vegeta.
No,
What do you-
see, Tyler, see what you started. You know never to open the Vegeta door.
That was my bad.
I'm just saying.
No. Saying.
So for a Full Metal Alchemist, would you consider that a solo MC or 2 MCs?
Solo.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I wish I could say
Because-
duo because I love the little brother
Because
and I
he's
want to
trying,
give him
because
like.
he's trying to fix his mistakes and make his brother a person again.
Well, they're both trying to do things for each other.
I think usually the way you determine who an MC is the first person of the main cast that you see. Like that actually ever
see them
first has
Together.
No, you
Yeah.
don't. You see him running for the church thing first.
It doesn't start with their backstory.
No, it starts at the church first.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then goes into their backstory.
Yep.
But
And it's Edward first.
is it Edward first?
Pretty sure.
It's been so long. I'm trying to like remember.
But that's like me saying like, oh, in No Game No Life, after the whole game scene, it like cuts to Shiro and then pans out to the brother. So like she's actually the only main character. You know, like I don't think that has any
But
weight.
the thing is, like, it's the end goal is to get the brother back to normal. It's not to do anything specific for. It's not to like unchange Edward's ability to do that in exchange for.
Well, no, but I mean, it's also to get Edward back his life because he can't grow and can't age because that was taken from him. Plus his right arm, left leg,
Right
whatever.
arm.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah.
a missing arm and a missing leg, and I think a missing hand or something.
Yeah, if you're missing an arm, you
No,
usually
no,
miss
like
that
like
hand.
like on the opposite
Oh,
on the
okay.
opposite side, or something. Yeah, something like
No,
that.
he has one. I think he has.
He has
one,
a full
yeah.
hand.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
It's like I said, it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember. But I could argue that Captain Mustang is the best character in that show.
But we're
But-
not talking about best
I
characters.
know, I
We're talking
know.
about main characters. So that's a good point. Can like a main character be the main character if they're not the best character? Like,
Yeah.
can no,
Yeah.
sorry,
Of course they
not,
can.
Not can they be a main character, but can they be a best main character if they're not the best character in that show?
I mean,
Because like
Maybe that show
because
just has banger
because
people.
Yuji Itadori is a great guy, but only anime right now. I'm only talking about anime. But even if I wasn't, let's be honest, Gojo is the best in that show.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, like, realistically, can't really think of too many animes where the MC is the strongest.
Not the strongest, just the best.
Yeah, even the best. There,
I
The-
think in Fire Force, Shinra is the best.
maybe because Arthur.
What about Arthur?
You don't think Arthur has a chance against Shinra?
Yeah.
No, because
But remember when they were fighting because Shinra was possessed and it really wasn't looking great for Shinra.
but that's because Shinra didn't have control of his body. It wasn't even Shinra's mind.
But still, but it's like if Arthur becomes delusional enough, right?
Uh-huh.
Like so, like that's the thing. And I said I can't think of a lot, which like I know, like so you have Fire Force, Naruto,
Yu Yu Hakusho.
to even then it's like debatable.
Okay.
Yeah, because because you could see Hiei and Kurama going. I could see like the other main people in his group actually being able to beat him.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot who we just left out.
Who?
And he's like the best character. Takemichi. He has to be the best main
from
character.
Tokyo Revengers.
He is the most
Yeah.
real friend.
He's a great guy.
He's
Well-
the best guy.
Yeah,
He's a
because
great guy.
Yeah, I mean the amount of trauma he goes through.
Like,
Yeah,
like-
he's
like
gotten beat up
realistically.
so
Well,
bad.
it's not just that. Every time he went back to the future.
it just was worse.
Yeah.
Or like just nothing changed.
Yeah, like he thinks everything's gonna work out because he watched Love of His Life die twice.
A lot.
Oh, like
Three-
like a lot of times.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been at least 3 times
Three
that he's like seen it.
And then his lieutenant,
Yeah,
Mm.
I forget the
Mhm.
brother's name.
yeah,
Yeah,
So there's been a lot of people.
yeah.
But
But-
he just wants to like save everybody. And like I don't want to spoil it, but he really does save everybody like that you wouldn't think is worth saving.
I haven't read it, so I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
So,
No, he
but
does, yeah.
he's such a great guy. He grows on you. I did not like him in the beginning.
I'm not gonna lie, I still hate his past self. It's more so
Fair.
because I don't like the fact he still can't fight. Like, take a boxing class, dude.
Yeah.
He can still fight.
Can he?
He beat up Kiseki, and Kiseki's not weak.
Well, he got a little stronger. He's
Yeah.
like nowhere near like any of the kind of strong people.
He literally
Yeah.
beat up Kiseki with a bullet in his foot.
I don't know. Kiseki weirdly, I feel like was not like fighting back. It was weird.
No, but see, I would like him to be able to at least be able to fight his lieutenant.
Who,
Mm,
Chifu?
Yeah, Chief. Yeah,
That's fair.
he should be able to at least take him out, like level. You know, because like all the captains are all like,
But that's not supposed to be his,
His
strength.
strength,
Like
yeah.
he's supposed to be like Shinichiro in that like, you know, like Mikey's brother, and that
Yeah.
like, he doesn't need that to be strong. Like strength doesn't come from power.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's where his strength lies. But I don't know. I would put him up there on that list.
Yeah, he's a real one. I like
Yeah.
him.
I could agree to that. And then, you guys really haven't watched Undead Unluck, huh?
We watched a lot of it, but then it ended up becoming
Yeah.
a little too questy.
Questiny?
Questy, like all they're doing is just quests from the book.
What? They're trying to stop the apocalypse.
Yeah, but it's like, when does it come to an end? Never is what they've set up, and then it's like an endless loop.
No, it comes to an end.
Oh well, it felt like it
Yeah.
was, and that's why. I
Yeah,
stopped.
no, it definitely comes to an end. Yeah.
So do we all want to take 1 second to all think of like who our least favorite main characters are of all time? I know mine is.
Deku?
Yours is Deku?
No, of all time?
Yeah. Least favorite main character. And don't worry, people out there. I'm not going to say Luffy.
No, he got better after Marineford. Only took 400 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll start us off. What was the name of that show we all thought was great? Like, I got cheat skills in another world and became unparalleled in the real world too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just got so angry with the main character because like he's just acting so lame. He's so lame as a main character. It's like the author wrote a manga that was supposed to be about him becoming this cool like adventurer, but then decided to get sidetracked on like superimposing himself, thinking like, oh, how cool would it be if I actually got this hot, and like how many girls like would just start randomly liking me, and it becomes like this weird shoujo thing for like the entire first season, and it bothers me so much.
Yeah, especially because like that had so much potential to actually be good.
Yeah.
And it like the first episode grabbed me so hard.
Oh, actually, I lied because I thought of another thing that's exact. I'm gonna say it. Rudy from Mushoku Tensei is my least favorite character.
You know what?
Me too. I gotta put my vote in for that one.
Just because
Everything about him bothers me.
The fact that he is an older person yet has slept now with 2 underage girls and doesn't find that to be a problem, nor does the community that watches it find that to be a problem, is actually really concerning for me. The fact that like he was with Ruijerd the whole time, and Ruijerd, you would have taught him the morals of like never do anything to hurt a child, yet he's taken on a slave. Even though and then he's gonna say, "Whoa, I gave her a name and she's happy now. She's happy being a slave." Like that's such a cop out.
You supported the slave industry,
Yeah,
and it's not like you went there and you freed all the other slaves.
Not to mention
like
he
you
was
turned
willing.
a blind eye to
He was
it.
willing to like end her life if that's what she wanted.
Yeah,
and then could we also put something like a stop to it, because I know a lot of people compare it to what Shield Nafumi did in Shield Hero.
Completely
Yeah,
different.
it's a very different circumstance because like one, he literally had no choice but to get a slave because no one was willing to work for him.
Plus, he tried to free her.
Yeah. And he fed her, clothed her, did everything he was supposed to.
Or no, he didn't necessarily try to free her, but she was forcefully freed from him.
Yeah.
And then wanted for that weird reason to be.
It was, I think it was to prove her loyalty that she was willing to do it again.
Yeah, which is like completely different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't respect Rudy. Like, great, he's a strong character, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Cool, he's slightly less of an asshole than his dad.
Yeah,
Is he,
his
though?
whole hypocrisy, I hate it. I gotta. You have my vote on that one.
Yeah.
I can't even think of anyone even close to us. How
Well,
much I hate
it's just the
Rudy.
potential. Would you say it's pedophile tendencies or just straight up pedo at that
It's a
point?
straight up pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Because
like
he can't be like, oh well, I spent my whole time growing up with her, but you are still mentally an adult.
Yeah.
You still know that like
Because he
That's
died
like-
at 30. What? Like 30?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so-
Even,
yeah, old.
even if he
And-
was 18.
Yeah.
These
That's like
girls, these are like,
if you were like 30, but you looked like you were 13, that wouldn't be okay,
No,
right? It's
no.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Like just because you look a certain way doesn't mean that it's okay for you
'Cause
to like
how
take
old is he
advantage of a
now?
younger person.
15, 16.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So that means
Take out
what's-
5
what's her
years
name?
when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because she was 15, I think.
Yeah,
when they
it was for
actually
her
did it.
15th birthday or something.
For the
When he slept with
Like his cousin?
The cousin.
oh yeah, that's another thing. He slept with his cousin.
First
Yeah.
cousin.
First cousin.
Sweet home Alabama, you know?
Sweet home West Virginia.
Sweet home West Virginia.
That's like a fact that I heard
What?
today, which is like
Really?
West Virginia, I think is like known to be like one of the states with like the most incest.
Interesting.
Are they self-reporting? How do we know?
Self-reporting. they're like raise your hands. They're like
Like,
Like,
no.
I just am curious where they got the statistic from.
imagine going to like the court after you get married. So whose name are we taking? Oh.
Well,
be like,
I don't think legally they can get married. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, I think legally you can marry your first cousin.
No, you can't. I don't
You
think. I think incest in a lot of states. So maybe it's not in their state, because I think it's not every state,
So-
but most states
but
incest is illegal.
that means that in places that it is illegal, that there wouldn't be any like marriages or anything.
That we know of.
That's what I'm saying. So how do we
Yeah.
know that they don't have like a very big population of incest? Like, again,
Yeah.
without self-reporting, I don't see how it's possible. Like on the census, are they like, are you in a relationship? Yes. With who?
Yeah. Is it your cousin?
No, then why does your kid have like 4 arms?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude. And dude, it just, I don't know. Rudy is, yeah. It sucked because I loved the first season so
The
much.
first season was great.
The best.
I regret bragging to people about how much
Yep.
they should watch this, because at the end of the first season is also when like the incest pedophile thing happened, and I didn't know that because I was recommending it to people as it was going along.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Rip.
yeah, that's why now I will not recommend shows to people unless the first season is done. Unless it's really promising. I'm recommending everyone Ninja Kamui.
Dude, Ninja Kamui is, dude.
It's
Doesn't he kind of
so
look like Yoru?
good.
You know what? No, he looks like an animated Japanese form of John Wick.
I thought he was gonna say Vegeta, and
No.
I was about to lose my
No,
mind.
John Wick.
'Cause I can kind of see it, you know.
Oh my gosh. No, I was gonna say John Wick. Like quite literally, that just reminded me of John Wick. And like, I'm just gonna say it. This has more ninja action than Boruto does.
Of course it does.
And
By
on that
far.
note,
But it's also not called Boruto Ninja Generations. It is called Ninja Kamui.
Which is just ninja and Kamui, whatever Kamui is.
You just get sucked into the show,
It's just,
into the story.
and I like the ninjutsu that they showed for him. The
Oh,
smoke.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. But
He's best MC right now.
Either way, let us know in the comments below what your favorite main character is. Thanks so much for watching.